I feel y'all on y'all nostalgia shit. Now, this is a typical thing that humans do. When something's happening in the present, you complain about the thing that's happening in the present. And regardless of whatever happened in the past was bad or good, people tend to talk about the past without bringing up anything negative of the past. It was real good back then. Like people want to hold on to Go Control or something. Y'all acting like that shit was never oppressive. Y'all say this shit's fair now, but think about the shit that you're playing against. Hold up. I ain't proud of this shit. I've been around for a very long time, if we're talking about in the game's history. And I know at the time where these decks that y'all say that are, oh my god, this shit was so skill intensive. No, the fuck it. All right, fine. All right. In any card game, if you're being competitive, you're going to play the most degenerate shit at the time. Go Control was degenerate at the time. Oh my god, yes, it was. And given the card pool that we had at the time, that was, in its respective format, the best shit you could do. Now, we'll just go to the present. People say things like, I want to go back to the times of Go. You don't want that shit. You'll know why? Because if you go back to the times of Go Control, you got to take all these archetypes and all these cards that came out after that when you go there, and then you're going to be back at the same fucking position that you was when Go Control was annoying. And this isn't just for Go Control. This could be for any deck that y'all say that I would rather play that. No, you don't. Shut up. Stop. The cards aren't necessarily powerful on their own. They are powerful when they're put into a deck, and these cards work together. Back then, smaller card pool, thus meaning less archetypes, which means less degenerate strategies. The only time people say it's skill intensive is when you don't have things that are basically made for you. Because the archetypes, they give you stuff you can kind of sort of figure out, I can play this card. I'm damn sure playing 3 Cleave Scout. I'm damn sure playing Disc and things. You just got to figure out the numbers. There ain't been no Cleave deck in existence that hasn't played most of the monsters in it haven't been Cleave. Hasn't happened. Burning Abyss, most of the monsters, when new challengers came out, because somebody gonna say, Duelist Alliance, we only had 3 of them. I know that. Most of the monsters have been Burning Abyss. The only non-Burning Abyss monsters, other than Tour Guide, have been ones that further abuse the fact that Burning Abyss are floaters. Shaddolls. You do not need to have all your monsters to be Shaddolls, but you have a fair number of Shaddolls because they're pretty damn good, right? Right. Back then, we didn't have that luxury. The cards that some of y'all consider broken, they were broken at the time because there was nothing better than that, right? So Blackluster Soldier was banned for a time. DD War Lady, Tsukiyomi, Chaos Emperor Dragon, these things were banned at their time for a reason, because at the time, these cards were oppressive. DD War Lady, surprise motherfucker, was oppressive. But y'all don't think like that. That's cool. I'm going to do the thinking for you. The past is the past for a reason. We had a smaller card pool, but there was still degenerate stuff. People was trying to do different shit. You know, when people try to do different shit, this shit is the same now. You try to do different shit, and then people be like, I would like to play Go Control. Y'all need to fucking stop. Sure, if you play Go Control versus Go Control, sure, it's fair. Not really, because it still follows the same rules and guidelines that ain't been written out yet of card games. It doesn't matter how good of a player you are. You're better off being lucky than good. There's one guy, I don't know the motherfucker's name. I'm gonna put the shit on the screen, right? He does the cross ban list shit, right? You see how often them old ass decks just stomp in the nuts. Sometimes, the older deck does the thing, but it takes so much longer where it just be like, I'm gonna just search, I'm gonna search, and I'm gonna search, and I'm gonna search, and then I'm gonna summon, then I'm gonna fuck you up, and then be like, damn, I ain't even get to play yet. The game changed. I don't know, all I'm saying, look, it's the past. I feel nostalgia. I understand. But I think y'all need to stop. You're being rather short-sighted. You're thinking that shit's fair. It's not. Go back to the time where Go Control or whatever fucking deck was the shit. It's going to still be annoying. And it's like, I want to play something else. And people being like, I could make anything that I want. No, you couldn't. Shut up. That's not how card games work. There's to be the same person talking about Magic right now, talking about some deck from long ago. This shit was oppressive at the time. You cannot say something of the present is much more powerful than something in the past if the card pools were the same. You can't do that because it's not possible. Mission impossible. So anyway, I'd like to thank each and everybody for watching. Appreciate that shit. I'd like to also ask you click an advertisement before you go. All I'm asking, some seconds out your day, and it takes no money out of your pocket, and I'm grateful and appreciative. That goal control thing. Why is that the main thing y'all talk about? You act like that's like the only deck that existed or something. Yu-Gi-Oh! In a nutshell is some bullshit. There's always going to be a deck that is seemingly more powerful than others. Go Control was that deck at a time. Can't be saying some shit like Go Control is fair. Sure, play Go Control against something like Clayforts. You'll more likely get stomped. But I don't know what I'm talking about.